All right, so going to get a reference point on these hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 Giant Belgiums. You can see I am zeroed out. This is the larger of the two. I have this unit set in grams. We're looking at 282 grams on one of the Giant Belgiums. I think is the largest. Let's see what the other one weighs. Nope, that one's actually bigger. 297, 200. What's up, everybody? Look at these flowers. Wow, this flower bed is popping. Zinnias are coming up. So pretty. Hey, I just wanted to take a few minutes today to go through some harvest. I have lots of tomatoes coming ripe. They are ready to pick. Wanted to show you guys that and give you an update on our hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. First tomatoes coming off. All right, so I wanted to kind of go over the different varieties that I have here. These first two that are just loaded with orange cherry tomatoes, those are the Sun Golds. You could probably see some splitting right there. The Sun Golds are known for that, but man, they are just so delicious. It's hard not to grow them. I probably should have picked these a little sooner, but just look at all of the tomato truss on these. Just amazing production. Now these second ones, these are Sun Sugars, so almost identical to the Sun Golds in flavor. They just don't split nearly as bad. And again, just moving down, look at all of these tomatoes. I am so impressed with how this season is going. These red ones right here, the ones kind of a little further back, they're a little bit larger. Those are Husky Cherry Reds. These right here are these are Rapunzel. So a Rapunzel cherry tomato, and then these right here that I'm going to get a few off of. These are my first super sweet 100s, and you can probably see a few more back there in the back. Those are super sweet 100s as well. So I'm going to get to harvesting these up. We'll see just how many we wind up getting. If they're getting close at all, I'm probably going to go ahead and harvest them so that I don't have any splitting coming with the rain we have coming early next week. All right, got me a little basket right here. These onions, I think maybe these are gonna start sizing up. Some of them have really started to size up. Hopefully, I'm gonna get some onions. We'll see. These zinnias are amazing, just absolutely gorgeous flowers. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead on this one and take the whole truss. In fact, this one as well. Some of these are even falling off. So pretty. These are the Sun Golds. I'll keep my Sun Golds and Sun Sugar on opposite sides here just to make sure I don't get them mixed up. Probably not going to take, I'll take this one, the whole thing. That's some more Sun Golds. I don't know if you can see, but they are prone to split. That is nothing really to worry about. These I will just pick by themselves. There are a few yellow ones here, but I'm going to go ahead and get those as well. Like I said, we already know they're prone to split. And with the rains we have coming early next week, I think they're talking about rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I would go ahead and get all of these that are starting to turn just to make sure or try to prevent any more splitting than what I'm already getting. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. So exciting. So exciting. All right, this next bunch right here is going to be the Sun Sugars. I'm going to try to keep them separated. Gosh, there's 3 on that one that haven't started turning yet, so I'm not going to take the whole truss on this one. Actually, a couple of these sun sugars have splitting too, so they just probably left them on just a little bit too long. Maybe should have gotten these earlier in the week. Not waited for the weekend, but with work, building my planters that I build, just didn't have time. And I didn't feel that great this week either. So a little late spring sinus thing going on. All right, so there's the sun sugars that I'm going to go ahead and get. Now, these red ones, let's see how this is going to work. So these, let me look again. All right, so these bigger ones are the Husky Cherry Reds. Finley, all right. Finley's my little buddy. He does not like me in this garden without him watching to make sure that I'm doing everything right. I think he at least thinks he knows better. All right, again, I'm going to try my best to keep these separated just so I can do some taste testing and know, but I did grow the Husky Cherry Reds last year, and I know that I love them. All right, and these right here, these are the Rapunzels. Actually, even the green ones on this one have already turned, so I'm going to take that whole truss right there. So pretty. So pretty. So those are Rapunzels. And then let's see. Turn you a little bit. Sorry to, hope I didn't make you sick. The moving you around like that. These right here are the Super Sweet 100s. This truss is not fully ready. Neither is the one above it. But there's a few up here too. So Super Sweet 100s. I have not had the Super Sweet 100s, but everybody talks about them. So I'm going to give them a try. So those are the cherry tomatoes. I've got plenty more in all of that you can't really see from here, but I'll be getting those as well, and I'll show y'all my basket when I'm done. I have lots of peppers coming on as well. I did harvest, I don't know, probably 25, 30 jalapenos the other day. I started to harvest, these are habanadas. Are they supposed to turn orange like their uh, hot cousin, the habanero? I don't know. I picked a couple and then thought, well, maybe I should wait, ask a few questions. But lots and lots of jalapenos coming. Like I said, I picked some of these already. These cherry peppers are really coming on now as well. I've got a few red ones in the back that I'll probably get in a minute, but they're so deep in there, probably not going to be able to see them. I do have, let's see, yeah, that's my lovely lady, my golden girl, the Loxton Lass. Got a couple of more of those ready to come off. My shishito peppers are really rocking and rolling. Picked about 20 of those the other evening as well. I have not been real happy with beans. I think I'm going to try pole beans next. I keep picking these, and I don't know, they don't keep very well. Literally within an hour or so of bringing them inside, they're done. They're turning rubbery, so I don't know what the answer is there. If you happen to know that, you might drop me a comment so that I can understand what I'm doing wrong with these beans. But you can see my tomatoes are very vigorous, and they are putting on lots and lots of tomatoes. And I am going to harvest a lot of these blueberries today too. I did get a few off, I guess it was last weekend. These are absolutely delicious. I'd have to look to see. I've got the labels for them in the house. I'd have to look to see which is which. I did put two different kinds in here. just to help. I know they're self-pollinating, or these are, but I think it made a difference. Lots and lots of blueberries. I'm gonna pick some of those as well. All right, before I do that, y'all, look at this Cherokee Carbon. Oh my gosh, he's massive. I'm gonna weigh him to see just how much he weighs. I chose the giant Belgium for my hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. I haven't seen anything that big yet, though. Interested to see how much that weighs. But let's get some of these blueberries off. Maybe I won't eat them all as I pick them, and I'll actually get some inside. But lots and lots of blueberries. I am not, or have never really been, the biggest fruit enthusiast, but I have always loved blueberries. So the fact that I'm able to grow my own now, very exciting. I'll show y'all a difference. I'm not going to sit here and bore y'all and pick all 150 of these, but let me show y'all the difference in size between my two varieties I have here. Let's get a couple more of these big ones. So there's a little cluster of them. Well, not sure how well you can see that, but you've got the larger variety here, and then obviously, oops, much smaller variety there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these bushes off of all of the blueberries that are ready to go, and I'll get them in and get them in the refrigerator and enjoy those as an afternoon snack. Well, my basket is kind of filling up. I'm not showing y'all everything I'm harvesting, but we'll talk about them later. But look at the tiny Tim. Y'all, this plant is this tall. He's not even 2 foot tall. Look at all the tomatoes on him. And here's his little buddy over here. This is a tiny Tim as well. We're talking about 18 inches tops height. They are just absolutely loaded with tomatoes. I think those might be the most fascinating tomatoes that I'm growing. I really like these tiny Tims just for the fact that you get so many tomatoes out of such a small little plant. All right, saving the best for last. This is what y'all came for, an update on the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. I am going to go ahead and harvest two of these giant Belgiums. These will not be my entries. Um, they're pretty big. They're ready to come off for sure, but I don't think they're as big as I want them to be. So, gonna take a chance. Not going to enter these in the hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 contest, but wanted to give y'all an update. I have lots more where that came from that are just developing. Let's see, get that leaf out of the way. So I got these, and there's more up the vines as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these off, let you guys get a closer look. All right, so let's get these two ripe guys off. Try not to hurt the others. Y'all, can you believe what this garden looks like? My last hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 update, this garden looked nothing like this. But there's my first giant Belgium, kind of a pink color. Grab this other one back in the back. I'm probably going to get in y'all's way real quick, but I'll get him off of there. They grow kind of funny. They're hard to see. Uh, there we go. Now this one is a little bigger. I will take him inside and weigh him. That way we get an idea of what I'm looking for on the one that I'm going to enter. Hopefully will be bigger than this. But yeah, that's an update on my hashtag 2025. I'm sorry, hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. My cup runneth over, y'all. All I can say is never in a million years did I think that this garden was going to turn into this. Feeling blessed for sure. Just wow. This is from today. Actually, the jalapenos came from, I guess, 2 days ago, maybe. But all of the rest of this, I just harvested. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to get a weight on our a couple of these larger tomatoes. That Cherokee Carbon is just unbelievable. I want to see how much he weighs, and then of course I want to get a reference on my hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 tomatoes, just so I know my starting point. Where am I trying to get to win this contest? All right, so going to get a reference point on these hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 Giant Belgiums. You can see I am zeroed out. This is the larger of the two. I have this unit set in grams. We're looking at 282 grams on one of the Giant Belgiums. I think is the largest. Let's see what the other one weighs. Nope, that one's actually bigger. 297 grams. So I'll probably have to do some conversions on see what that is in pounds. This is that Cherokee Carbon. Again, he's not quite ready, but I did go ahead and pick him because we have lots of rain coming and my last one split. 468 grams on this Cherokee Carbon. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to go ahead and these Firebirds, these are really neat looking tomatoes. Let's see how much this Firebird weighs. 357 grams. So definitely looking for something larger out of my Giant Belgiums before I enter into the contest. But y'all, I'm feeling blessed. Wanted to give y'all an update. Hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025 and my first big tomato harvest of the 2025 gardening season. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching.